Good evening, everyone. This is the regular meeting agenda of the governing body of the Borough of Bloomingdale, Tuesday, August 18, 2026 at 7 p.m. Call this meeting to order by the salute to the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Demoto.
Here.
Councilman Brockhurst.
Present.
Councilman Catalano.
Here.
Councilman Graziano.
Here.
Councilwoman Hagan. Here. Councilwoman Schubert is excused. And Councilman Gassi.
Here. And we also have a municipal clerk, Brianna Smith, business administrator Michael Sondermeyer is excused, borough attorney Dawn Sullivan. This meeting is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. Adequate notice of this meeting was advertised in the Herald News on January 9, 2026. Copies were provided to the local news meeting and posted continuously in the municipal building. A copy of this notice is available to the public and on file in the office of the municipal clerk. As per state fire code, I'm required to acknowledge that there are two emergency exits in this council chambers. The main exit, which you enter through, and the secondary exit to the left of where I am seated. If there is an emergency, walk orderly to the exit through the door, down the stairs, and out the building. If there's any questions, please raise your hand. Seeing none, we do not have any non-agenda items. Have a motion of early public comment.
So, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any wish to come up?
Okay, I can leave it. Okay, in reference to 8, F, and G, I'm just concerned with how many trucks we have.
Okay, I can tell you those trucks are the oldest trucks in the fleet for pickup trucks. In the winter, Dave and I went down to actually thank the DPW for the work and most others in it. And I opened the doors of these two trucks. God would help me out here. What's that called? The floorboard? Tailgate? No, when you open the door, the running board. The running boards are rotted through, like you can see right through them. It's unsafe. We took those vehicles out of service, including the salters, which were shot. So we have to replace those vehicles so we can do our snow removal in winter.
Okay, so we have, for the Department of Public Works, a 2021 Tahoe. These are the ones who are in the lease. Oh, the Silverado and Tahoe are no longer in the lease. 2022 Ford pickup, Ford Explorer, 4 F-350s, for 2023 F-350s, 1 2024 FL-350. And then looking at the bills, I think there was another one that was purchased at the beginning of the year. Got new plates for it.
I don't think so.
Well, it's on the bills list that we were getting new plates for a car in January 2026.
For a car.
No, for F-350.
Maybe we try. I'm not 100% sure. I can't answer that yes or no. I assume so. I think maybe we just got replaced for a vehicle for some reason. I don't know.
2026 F-350. So you didn't get just get new plates for replacing it. It was a 2026. So that's 3 2026 F-350s that we're getting this year.
Okay, so I have to look. They might have been budgeted for last year. We didn't purchase them. I don't have an answer for you there. I can have Mike when he gets back to.
But I just think that, I mean, I know that a lot of the F-350s are going home at people because you don't have the room to park them at the DPW.
Well, that's true, but there's other reason for that too. When we have people that have to respond to water main breaks and that, we call them and respond right from their house. Those trucks go home. They do not move unless they're coming into borough business. It's not for personal use.
There's people right around me that are doing it. So I mean, that's pretty close to DPW yard. That they have to have that close to their house. I think that's a little bit.
And there's parking issues at the DPW. That's the reason we'll start when we did the salt shed. We let some guys take them home and it was working out and have personal cars. We were worried about people hitting other people. The DPW is crowded with vehicles because I kind of asked the same thing. Why are we still letting this happen? So I went down physically myself to look and the DPW yard with all the garbage trucks and everything that we have there, the storage of the salters, the plows and our yard going in and out, we decided, or might decide to just continue what we were doing.
Well, my concern is that you said that you weren't going to be borrowing anymore. Now, you may not consider it to be debt, but it is debt, because you're leasing this equipment, and it has to be paid for. So it's considered a matter.
Well, it's part of the budget. We're not bonding it. We're not paying for it for 30 years like we have in the past.
But it's still debt.
Still gonna pay for it.
And for last year's budget, we had almost $304,000 of leased what else? And then we're going to add 2 more, we're going to add 3 more to that. So that's going to be like another $30,000. About $30,000.
And I believe when we talked to Mike about this, we have leases that are falling off the books next year. I don't know if you guys can, from the budget side, because I question that too.
I can tell you that. Coming off the lease is going to be maybe 2. That's it. The other was 2023, and they're not coming up with this yet.
But these trucks were taken out of service because they were unsafe.
What are all of these F-350s used for?
What do you know what's going to be used
What
for?
are all of them used for?
Well, for our DPW workers to go do their jobs.
What positions are they doing that they need all these F-350s?
Well, they need them for plowing. That's what you have to use a 350 to push snow. So take the 350 part of it. That's a need. All right, but the other stuff on there is the plow equipment and the salters that we have to replace that were bad. So that's part of all this too. They're out pulling trailers to do all the maintenance of the fields. All right, we have several trailers that we pull around with all our lawn equipment. We don't put the lawn equipment or some of it at the old Walter Street Firehouse, but we're trying to get that cleaned out, as you know, because we want to expand the museum down there. We use them for going over to Wanacue when needed to pick up their vegetative waste. We follow behind there. Our water department is part of those too, so they all have
This is just road. It's not water.
I understand that. The vehicles are there, everybody can use them. The water department also has vehicles.
So does it be charged to the water department, or does it stay with the road
If
department?
it's a water department truck, I believe it's charged to water, but these are for charges that are out of budget, yes. I mean, we do all of the repairs on the streets when we have to do it, where there's potholes, or, whatever the DPW does. They come here, they clean, they're over the senior center, he has a truck that he needs to take his cleaning stuff with. It's just normal, everyday business.
I personally think it's excessive. By the way, Linda, 186 days.
I appreciate that too. I think we have it in our hands, we're good with it.
Okay.
All right.
Now on the budget, on the municipal expenses, there's a $1,500 charge for vehicle subscriptions on page 2. Do you know what that's for?
What is it for?
Vehicle subscriptions.
Vehicle subscription. I do not know what that's for.
How can you?
The budget's a long budget. I don't know every line. I understand that, and it's a long budget. So.
Okay, municipal obligations, they don't be approving tonight. The bills.
It could be we're outfitting those trucks with lettering. That's what I'm saying.
A subscription?
I don't think, I'll just be honest, I don't know what it is. Okay?
Okay, so we're just going to approve and pay it.
I don't know.
Does anybody know what it is?
I do not. No.
Hello? Okay.
Is this Linda, can you tell me whether this is the first time it's appeared on the bills list?
First time I noticed it.
Okay, it's a personal question, because it's something that I did not see previously, so you've taken note.
The only vehicle subscriptions that I know of that we're using are GPS.
GPS.
Is what we have for that. Now, that will fall under there, because every truck is GPS, so we can track where the guys are, what they're doing. When we get complaints from them, that we missed the house, the garbage picked up, we can go in there and say, nope, we were there at such and such a time. Every borough vehicle. Now, they all have that, and that is a subscription. I'm not 100% sure that that's what that is.
So my question is how can you?
Normally Mike would be here and answer that.
Normally can answer what it is, and you're going to say yes to pay something.
Yes.
That's my question, sir. Thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing no one, motion's closed.
So,
Reports, Jeff.
So one item for today, we have October 10th, there was going to be a scavenger hunt, as we've done in years past. The EDC has decided to do a movie night, so it's going to be called Movie on Main Street over in Sloan Park. It'll be some sort of Halloween theme type of a movie, starting around 6. Really, sundown is at 6:30, so that's when the movie should start. We're going to be partnering with the library on that as well. Going to help us out with a license. We'll have a vendor with a big screen. We'll have at least one food truck selling more desserts and things like that. Still working through some of the details, but there is a swap in the schedule. So that is one again on October 10th. That is a Saturday, starting about 6 o'clock in Sloan Park.
Comment?
Nothing to report.
Right?
Nothing.
Dave?
So the environmental committee met last week, and we are looking for volunteers for the 3rd of October. We're going to be tagging some vegetation at Oakwood Lake, which will be pulled. We received a grant to clean up Oakwood Lake, so it's going to be a multi-step process. We're meeting a representative from DEP later this month to get some clarification on what can and cannot be pulled. We will then be tagging what will be pulled on the 3rd of October, and then purchasing the replacement plants and plugs from Glenwild and doing the planting in the spring. So we're looking for volunteers for October 3rd at Oakwood Lake for environmental. Also, there was the Board of Ed meeting. They completed the installation of the new flooring in some classrooms at Walter T. Bergen, as well as the upgrades and repairs to the 2 bathrooms, and construction on the extension is going well. That's all.
Okay.
We had the ice cream social, which was very well received and attended. That was a really nice day. A lot of people came out, and we also had balloon arch donated by Jesse from the EDC, so that was really nice, and people seemed to enjoy it, take pictures. It was a nice day for a community to come out and spend some time together. We also have coming up the 25th anniversary of 9/11. That's going to be starting at Butler Park at 6 p.m. and then from there walking to Sloan Park. At each park there'll be a ceremony honoring all those that were lost. We are pushing through with Celebration Day, the Bob, I'm going to say his last name.
Bob Cutchin.
5K. Reached out to the vendors, touched base with those who said they're going to be there. There'll be music, there'll be vendors, food truck. So we're working on that.
Just for me, under the 9/11 walk, and we changed it from 7 o'clock to 6 o'clock, because there is a high school football game that day, and I know that Butler PD needs to make sure that their officers are at the football game, and also the first aid squad needs to have an ambulance there because it's a home game, and then give other people a chance to participate and vote with that. So that's why we moved it to 6 o'clock, so we can get everything in at night. Okay. So it'll be more of a walk than a candlelight walk, because it'll still be a little daylight. But we'll do our normal start at Butler Park and walk down to Sloan. Okay.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
just as a quick point of knowledge, so some quick digging here, just trying to answer your question about the subscription services. It's under all data, and the all data vehicle subscription service line item is for the subscription for repair manuals for vehicles on site. So all of the online services that our techs use in order to determine what's happening for repair of the vehicles, that's what that service is. So we can all understand what the cost is this year.
All right. The other thing that's going on with Mike being away, I've been doing some riding through Ann and Bell over there to see the progress of the work being done over there. It looks like to me that they're working on the laterals to each house. They should be almost done with that. And then the curb work should start, and then probably sometime in September, I would think, just by me looking at it, is when that should get paved. Okay. I talked about the last meeting that the Leisure Field grand opening for the park there is done, so that is open and being used, which is really came out very, very nice. The next thing we're working on down there with grant money is we're working on, I think we're going to replace the backstops at the Leisure Field with open space money for down there, so that's probably our next project. And also I think we received money for the new exercise equipment up at the Walter T. Burger School. So, and this is all grant money, which is a positive. And the ice cream social that we went down, it was nice to meet people that we've never met that came down today, and some people we didn't know. So it was really nice for me to open up their doors for us and host it for us. So that was really nice.
Yeah, there was quite a few new families then.
Yeah, there's people up on Mary Street, over on, I think actually somebody on Elm was there, and a person from the sheriff's department was on Van Dam came in, so it was very nice, very well attended. Okay, resolution number 2026 8.1 consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda line items A through E, and I think it pertinent to table line items F and G for further consideration at our GovOps committee, and continue approving items H through J. So we'd be tabling items 8.5 and 8.6 with referral to GovOps.
I am not in favor of doing that at this point, because those trucks need to be replaced. They are in stock, that we can have them and get them outfitted. With that, these trucks are definitely needed because we cannot continue our salt operation when it happens. So when you put it off now, it's not going to get any different in a month or 2 months from now. So they need to be brought here. They have to go get outfitted for the plows, so that doesn't just happen overnight. So I am not in favor of tabling that. You guys make the decision. I think that's the wrong thing to do.
The trucks that we're replacing, have they already been?
They're gone.
Have they been sold?
They've been
Are they
auctioned
on our
off.
property?
They're gone.
So we're down to
Yes,
trucks.
they were undrivable. Unless you want a truck to break in half and hurt an employee. That was that bad.
I still believe this should be reviewed by GovOps. If I can't get a second, then I'll leave the motion to someone else.
I move to,
That established there's no second.
Do we have a second on Dominic's motion? So we do not. Dave, you're up.
move to approve resolution A through J.
Do I have a second? Second. Roll call.
Rockhurst,
Yes.
Catalano,
No.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hagan. Yes. Yazdi,
Yes. Okay, new business. Adoption resolution number 2026 8.10 municipal obligation. Do I have a motion to pay the bills?
So second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Catalano,
Yes.
Graziano,
Yes.
Hagan. Yes. Yazdi,
Yes.
Rockhurst,
Yes.
Okay. Item number 10, late public comment. A motion to open up late public comment.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wish to come up? See no one, a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we do not have an executive session tonight. Our next meeting is September 1st, 2026, 7 p.m. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.